Hello, Africa. My name is Eunice Tony, and this is the African Women's Voices Show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as we contribute to national development. Wow, another beautiful Wednesday, and people say that Wednesdays is for women. That's why on social media we have Women Crushed Wednesday. So I want to believe that you have that special woman you're crushing on. You need to celebrate her and make her feel happy because it's a Wednesday. Wednesday is not over yet. So if you haven't, ensure to do that for her, okay? All right, we've got some sponsors who actually have made it possible for us to be broadcasting today to you, and would like to recognize them. First on the list is Voltic. Voltic is my hydrating partner, and it's always been that whenever you want to take water, don't say you want to take water, just say you want to take Voltic, and everybody gets to understand what it is that you're looking for. Voltic also has a message here that tells us that we should always ensure that we do things in a way that will keep the environment safe. So because of that, they've put bins across vantage points where once you're done with your plastics, just go and deposit them in those bins and they would deposit them in the right place for you. And because of that, they've also looked at how they could get their bottles to be downgraded. So when you get your next Voltic, you just have to twist it and then get it to be recycled. And then, you know, as you enjoy, you're also helping the environment. So the message from Voltic is naturally. So whatever you do with Voltic is just natural. It's just naturally you. You know, when you want water, just naturally, you should just think about Voltic. We also have a message from Chana Shito, the #1 pepper sauce in Ghana. If you haven't tasted Chana Shito, I encourage you to look for Chana Shito at the various places where they are being sold. If you go to Mark Smart, you will find Chana Shito there. And those of us who have tasted Chana Shito have said that Chana Shito is wonderful to taste. And we've got another person who is actually taking care of our refreshments, and she's very good when it comes to pastries. She's good when it comes to local dishes. She's good when it comes to continental dishes. And she even trains people to get to know how to cook better. So you may know how to cook, but if you want to improve on the knowledge you've got about cooking, I think you should be looking for Albi Bite Catering Services. Albi Bite is one person that really caters for a lot of occasions, be it wedding, be it a birthday party, whatever the ceremony, she can take care of you. So here on the African Women's Voices, we've brought you a complete combo because we've got our pepper sauce, which is Chana Shito, to go with the food or the pastry that Albi Bite is going to be catering for you. And what best to wash it down than our Voltic. All right. So last week, we had a very interesting conversation, and this week it's even better because this month we are discussing insurance. And in GMABC, it's our insurance month. So for that reason, every conversation that we'll be having will be all about insurance. And the partner that is holding us solidly is no other than Hollard Ghana. Hollard is ensuring that every information or tidbit that we share in this month of insurance is going to be coming from a credible source and from people who have been tried and tested. There are so many testimonies about Hollard Ghana and how they are able to cater for every insurance need that you've got. So before I introduce the one who will be talking to us today about insurance, I would be taking you over to the 60-second segment area where we tell you about what's happening in Ghana and across the world. When we return, we will be talking to another beautiful lady on the show. So do stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Member of Parliament for Clotekole, Senator Ajuman Rawlings, has bemoaned the rate of political interference in the country's security agencies, commenting on the National Democratic Congress claims that the government is using the military to suppress potential votes in the opposition strongholds. Senator Ajuman Rawlings said a transport recruitment process could sanitize security agencies. Speaking in an interview on an Accra-based TV station, the MP called on politicians to openly take a stand warned against political interference in the various security agencies. She said, to start with, we need to be mindful of the recruitment process and this idea of over-politicizing the security services. She also added that beyond appointing people, we must allow the system to work for us to minimize as much as possible political interference in the execution of the mandate of the security services. The President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, in his 15th address to the nation, instructed the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Cynthia Morrison, to begin the necessary preparations of making one hot meal available to all final year junior high school students and staff from Monday, 24th August. This comes as a result of reported cases of some final year students who have been going hungry in complying to the COVID-19 protocols. According to him, this measure, expected to be in place for close to 1 month, is to ensure full observance of the COVID-19 safety protocols by both students and staff. Nollywood actress Omotola Jalade has revealed that she tested positive for the novel coronavirus. The actress disclosed this via her Instagram page on Saturday. She said she's been ill and in isolation. Omotola states that it has been a few weeks, but she's currently getting better. Reacting to the news, her colleagues sent her messages of speedy recovery on their Instagram pages. Omotola stated that she was appreciative of the support her friends and fans had been showing her. She wrote, "Thank you all for your love and prayers as I recover fully."
And you're welcome back to the African Women's Voices show. If you're just joining us, wow, you really have timed it properly because we are about to get into the discussion of the day. And what we announced on social media before now is that we're going to be talking about home or house insurance. For those of us who are tenants, for those of us who are homeowners, this is really an important conversation that you need to follow because nobody plans for a disaster, but you need to be prepared if one happens to you. I mean, COVID-19 has been able to teach us that we need to prepare ahead of time because once it happens, there's no room for, okay, so what should we do? What should we do? It will be very difficult to get things done at that time. That's why Hollard Ghana wants you to insure every insurable aspect of your life so that if disaster comes your way, you'll be covered and very, very comfortable. So to help us have this conversation around home or house insurance is a wonderful person who is well-spoken and has really got a lot of understanding around what we're going to be talking about. She's no other person than Yvonne Naki Dowona. You're welcome to African Women's Voices show.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so audience, Yvonne is the head retail market and partnerships, Hollard Insurance. That's who she is. So she really has an understanding of everything we're going to be asking her here. And she's got the experience from the grounds because all the complaints and everything, they somehow trickle to her, so she knows. Okay, so be prepared with your questions towards the end of the show to be able to ask her anything that you feel that hasn't been covered. Okay, so you're welcome once again, Yvonne.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, awesome. So what does it really mean for one to take insurance?
Okay, so I like this question, and I'll try and explain this without using too much insurance jargon because I want everyone who's watching and listening to fully understand and appreciate the conversation that we're going to have. And I think this question is at the core of what we're going to discuss. So let's look at it this way. We all have things that we value, things that we love so much, things that we may have inherited or things that, you know, we worked hard, saved over the years to buy. When we lose these things or these things are damaged, we have to come out of our pocket to repair, restore, or replace these items. So in insurance, we say that these are things that we have an insurable interest in or a financial interest in. When we lose them or they're damaged, we incur a financial loss.
Okay.
So when you take an insurance policy, what you're doing is you're taking that financial risk or that financial exposure, that loss that you would incur should the item that you love so much be damaged or destroyed somehow, you're transferring that financial obligation onto the insurance company.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's essentially it. The insurance company will accept this risk transfer or the financial exposure that you're transferring to it. It'll accept it for a fee. This is what we call the premium or a consideration. So you pay the fee or the premium, and we take on the risk, your financial exposure that you would have should anything happen to that prized possession of yours. So that's basically it. We give you the promise to continue to live a peaceful life, to continue to do the things that you enjoy, to live your best life, and go on about your business and continue to create and secure a better future for yourself, for your family, and the people that you love, because we're taking on the financial obligation should anything happen to your prized possessions.
Wow,
So
that's
interesting.
interesting.
So we put you back into the financial position you were in before you had the loss. So that's basically it.
Okay, all right. So, well, we are getting deeper into the conversation.
Yes.
So could you let us know the various insurance packages or services that Hollard is offering Ghanaians?
Okay. So Hollard Insurance, we're a group. We have a holdings company. So at the top is Hollard Holdings, or sometimes you hear us say Hollard Group. That's at the top. And then there are two separate organizations under the holdings company. So there's Hollard Life Assurance and Hollard Insurance.
Okay, so let's take it this way. So you have Hollard Ghana, which is the group.
Yes, which is at the top. So
And
we
then
say Hollard Ghana or Hollard Group or Hollard Holdings.
Okay. And then beneath it,
So
you've got...
beneath it are two completely separate organizations. We have Hollard Life Assurance, and then we have Hollard Insurance Ghana.
Okay.
So Hollard Insurance for short, and Hollard Life Assurance or Hollard Life. So obviously the life company provides life insurance policies as well as some investment policies, to customers. Hollard Insurance, on the other hand, is the non-life aspect of the business.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll hear us say that we offer non-life or general insurance policies. It's the same thing. So non-life or general insurance policies to customers. These policies would include things like home insurance, which we will delve into a lot, in the course of this conversation. Exactly. But you can also take other policies like motor insurance. You can take cell phone insurance, appliance insurance, personal accident insurance. We have a whole array of policies that you can take. We insure, anything from the individual all the way to small organizations, medium-sized organizations, large conglomerates, and we offer specialty policies as well. So specialty products like SME insurance, for instance, or cyber insurance. That's a niche. Aviation insurance, marine engineering. All of these are specialized policies, but there's a whole array of products that you can take, policies for the individual all the way to specialty or niche areas that customers might have exposures for. So
awesome.
It's
with
wide.
With all what you're saying, how do we get to know who is eligible to take an insurance? Is there an age limit, or is that something? What are the specifications? Who can take insurance?
Okay, so there is an age limit. Obviously, you have to be an adult to take an insurance policy, and you have to have an asset that you're insuring. So these would be the two main requirements. You have to have an asset that you have a financial interest in, and you have to be an adult to take an insurance
policy.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so now that we have an understanding of who Hollard Ghana is and the kind of services that you provide, let's go into the home and the house.
Great. Okay.
And there's someone very interesting that I found, when I was, researching into Hollard, and that's Araba. I am very, very interested. I'm very, very interested in Araba because Araba is a woman.
Yes.
And this is the African Women's Voices show. So could you tell us about Araba and who Araba actually is? Araba
Alright.
Hollard.
Sure, absolutely. So Araba, like you said, she's a woman. She's sassy, she's friendly, and she's very efficient. She's available 24/7. You can take your home insurance policy from Araba from anywhere at any time.
Ah, that I see her on the screen
So
right
you
now.
see
So
how
if
she
you do
is?
not know Araba, that's Araba. Okay.
So Araba is chic. So Araba is our most recent innovative product. She's a chatbot, an AI chatbot, and it's hosted on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So she offers end-to-end services without any human intervention. All you have to do is save her number, and I'll provide that number in the course of the conversation. But all you have to do is save her number, save her as Araba Hollard, and type hi whenever you're ready to use her services. So you just type hi, and then she'll respond with hi. She'll ask you your name, and then she'll ask you what you need, because she offers end-to-end services. So if it's a new policy that you would like to take out on your home or your content, she will walk you through that process. She will assist you to upload photos of your building or the contents that you want to insure. It's a very straightforward process. She'll help you pay, and then when you're done, when your payment is successful, she will deliver your policy documents to you in the chat window, as well as email all the documents to you to an email address
Araba
that you
can
would
do
have
all of
provided.
that.
Exactly, yes, we'll do all of that.
That's
for
interesting.
you.
So I think, Director, if we can have Araba back on the screen again so that the audience can get Araba's WhatsApp number so that they take it down. Whatever information you need about home or house insurance, please WhatsApp Araba. The phone number is on your screen, okay? It's 0242 426 412. 0242 426 412, and Araba will take care of your insurance needs. Right now, Yvonne is talking to us about it. Araba is going to be taking care of you, on phone, and maybe when you need to find out much more after we've had this conversation. Okay, so the interesting thing here is that Araba represents home insurance in Hollard, Ghana. So once you just think home insurance, think Araba Hollard. Araba Hollard is the one that represents home insurance. This is really interesting. So if someone is taking a home insurance, should he involve his wife in the documentation? And what kind of implications do they have? Because, we are trying to secure ourselves. That's why we're taking insurance.
Exactly.
So the women also have to we also have to understand, in documentation, are we supposed to be part of the documentation? And what's the implication?
So I would recommend that married couples, anytime they can, when they're taking out policies, should to do it jointly.
Okay.
This is because insurance is a legal contract between the insurer and the person who took out the policy.
Okay.
We call this person the policy holder, or the person whose name is listed on the policy documentation. So if it so happens that it's just the husband's name that is on the policy, then he is recognized as the policy holder.
Okay.
So the wife may even be the one who's paying the premium. But because her name is not on the policy, we don't have a legal contract with the wife. We don't have any legal obligations to the wife. So now, if there is a situation where the husband is not available to make a claim because maybe he has traveled or something, he just is not available or able to make a claim or follow up on an existing claim, and the wife is available to do that, because she's not listed on the policy, we can't deal with the wife. And oftentimes you find that it creates frustrations and delays and unnecessary anxiety. So I will recommend whenever it's possible, if married couples can, they should take out their policies jointly.
Jointly.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you've all noted that aspect. So in a case whereby that wasn't the case, maybe the people didn't have this information you just shared right now, when they come to Hollard, is there a way, or maybe if they are actually clients of Hollard, is there a way documentation can be amended
Oh,
for both of them to be
absolutely.
included?
Absolutely. So you can just give us a call. If you have an intermediary such as an agent or a broker, you can engage them. Sometimes we would ask you to just put it in writing for us because, again, it's a legal contract. So we like to have things in writing. It could be a letter or an email or even a text message because of, the economy and the way things are now. We encourage people to do things as remotely as
possible. That's why we have
Exactly.
Araba. Araba is
Exactly.
somewhere, and we just talked to her
Exactly.
from across the entire country, and she's going to
Exactly.
really give you the information you need.
Exactly, and at any time. So we will pass an endorsement to amend whatever changes you want to make on the policy. And once we've done those amendments, we'll reissue the policy to you. And Araba can do that as well. So when you type hi, so let's assume you've bought the policy already, and then 2 months later you decide that you would like to add your wife to the policy. You just type hi. Araba will respond. You tell her that you want to do an amendment. She'll take you through the process. You do the amendment, and when you're done, you save it, and she reissues the policy to you.
Wow, I like the
All
way
within the
every
chat
process
window.
is just being talked about here at Hollard Ghana.
Exactly.
So if you're somebody who really likes, things, professionally done and in such a way that you feel comfortable, Hollard Ghana should be, where you should be thinking about. We'll continue the conversation right after this commercial break. We will be right back. And you are welcome back to the show. This is the African Women's Voices show. And just before we went on the commercial break, we were going to talk about what home insurance covers when it comes to Hollard Ghana. So we'll be continuing our conversation with Yvonne. Yvonne, so when I walk into Hollard Insurance and I say I want to, take insurance for my home, what would it cover? Is it just, okay, you just tell me, what would it cover?
Okay.
I'm excited to know what it is that it
Okay.
covers.
Okay, so the home insurance policy that we offer will cover all the standard things that you'll find on the market. But what we like to do at Hollard is we like to understand the need of the everyday Ghanaian and add to our policies free of charge. So I'll mention a few of the things that you will find on the standard market, which you'll find in our policy as well. So the home insurance policy will cover your physical building as well as the things in your building. So before I talk about the things that we cover or the perils that we cover, let me just say that the home is a prized possession. It's a huge investment. If you're fortunate enough to own a home, you definitely love it, right? Because you would have invested a lot into it.
Yeah.
If you don't own a home at the moment, you definitely live somewhere. So you have prized possessions within that home or where you live that belongs to you. The home insurance policy that we offer can be taken to ensure the physical structure as well as the things within the building.
Okay.
Exactly. So if you own a home but you don't live there, you have a financial interest in the physical structure, you want to insure it, the policy will speak to that. If you rent, you don't own the building but you own content, as we call it, right? So you own chair, your bed, plates, cutlery, your clothing, shoes, a TV, washer, dryer. I mean, all of these things are your personal possessions within the physical dwelling that belong to you, but you don't own the dwelling. You can insure the content as well under the home policy. And of course, if you own the building and you live there, you can insure both under the same policy.
So this is to say that insurance is just not restricted to only homeowners.
Exactly.
If you're
absolutely.
a tenant, you should insure. If
Exactly.
you're a homeowner, you should also think about insurance.
Exactly,
Okay.
because this policy will cover you for the unforeseen. And everybody is exposed to the unforeseen, you know. The perils that we cover, the standard ones, obviously include fire and allied perils, earthquakes, explosion. We cover theft and burglary, flood. So these are quite standard. Some of the ones that you wouldn't find on the market, or you would find on the market but with higher limits when you come to Hollard, would be alternative accommodation. So you have a building, you don't live there, you rent it out, you get rental income. If something happens and that building is destroyed and you can't rent it, the alternative accommodation option on the policy will pay you the rental income that you would have lost. It'll also, if you live there and something happens, you can't live there anymore, then it'll find you an alternative accommodation for a period until the building can be put up. So
oh yeah, I can see something on the screen that is from Hollard. A home is a starting place of love, hope, and dreams. So that's actually the reason why we need to insure our homes. Okay.
Exactly. So you can also find cover for things in your garden on our policy that you won't find anywhere on the market. So these are some of the things that we like to do for our customers free of charge.
All right, awesome. So let's take, for instance, if I insure my home and I insure the couch, I insure the bed and the plates, and disaster strikes, and there's this grandfather clock that has got some, sentimental value to me, that is not part of what we discussed to be insured. What happens to it? I get that. I know what it means. So it goes to say that you need to insure as many items that you hold dear to yourselves as possible.
You need to insure all the items that you would find in your house. So what I like to say to customers is declare everything, and let us be the ones to come back to you to say that you can't insure this item under this policy. Okay. And let us recommend for you a policy that is more appropriate, because it's not everything that you find within your home that you can insure under the home insurance policy. The reason being, there are some things that are special, like the grandfather clock that you spoke about. This is likely to be an antique. So there would be a specialized product that suits that risk.
Okay.
Which the home insurance policy might not rise to the occasion completely if there should be a loss. Just like jewelry, if you have expensive jewelry in your home, like diamonds and things, we don't recommend that you insure them under your home insurance policy, because there's a more specialized or tailored product for that. Same way, if you have art, like a Van Gogh or something in your house, and it's very expensive, of course, we wouldn't recommend that you insure it under the home insurance policy. We would rather recommend that you take art insurance, for instance, because that is a tailored product that can, speak to that item should there be a claim.
Great. So is it the case that when you declare the items in your home for insurance, your premiums could also rise? Is it the case?
No. That is not the case. So let me debunk that myth right now. So no, that's not the case. You want to declare everything that is in your home so that you can get adequate cover. Okay. See, issues arise when you have a claim and we say we're not paying, or we're only going to pay so much. Then customers or insureds become disgruntled and they feel, well, I paid you money and now you don't want to pay. But that's because your policy was inappropriate or inadequate. So always declare everything. Don't worry about the premium. You see, sometimes customers don't want to give us full disclosure because they think that if they don't give us full disclosure, then the premium will be low.
Exactly.
Forgetting that when there's a claim, that is when the policy that they took out will speak to the claim. And at that time, that's when we have, issues and back and forth.
Okay.
So to avoid all of that, just declare everything and state the real value. Don't overinflate and don't underestimate either. Just state the real value and let's ensure that for you.
Nice. So with all what you're saying, I would really like to know, and my audience will also like to know, what makes Hollard Ghana the insurance company of choice?
Oh, have you not seen our purple everywhere?
I see the purple.
Have you not seen it? Vibrant purple
Yes.
everywhere, toll booths, bus stations, billboards, I mean everywhere. But beyond that, we are a truly Ghanaian organization. We are deeply planted here. We're headquartered in South Africa, of course. But we like to combine our deep local knowledge with world-class expertise that we get from, you know, the global brand, the international brand. And what we do is, because we're in 18 countries, there's so much that we can bring into the local into local content, right? So we're in 18 countries. We take learnings and products, you know, things from all the various countries, bring them to Ghana, apply our local knowledge, and create policies that speak to the everyday Ghanaian. So this is what we do. This is what we thrive on. This is what makes us Hollard. This is what makes our products truly unique, truly innovative, and that is why we are the country's favorite insurer, and that's why we're the insurer of choice. There's no doubt about that.
I would love to say amen to that, but you know, speaking in the mind of my audience,
right,
most of the time, we want to know, or we decide that a particular insurance company is the one we want to choose when it comes to claims. So how fair are you when it comes to claims?
We're very fair.
Very fair?
We're very, 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 very fair.
Okay.
So remember I said to you that we like you to declare everything that you want to insure. Don't worry about, you know, the values so much, but rather declare everything and let's insure for you so that we can give you the appropriate policy. Also, at the time that you're taking the policy, we like to engage our customers because we don't want you to have issues when there is a claim. So we engage you, we ask you questions, we encourage you to, you know, be open to discuss your need and to give full disclosure so that we can give you the right policy or tailor your policy to suit you. Don't forget that we're in 18 countries. So your risk exposure here has definitely happened somewhere in the 18 countries. And we can take the knowledge from there, bring it here, customize it, and give you a product that is suitable for you. So no one product is the same. If I take a home insurance policy, my policy will be different to yours because our exposures are different. There'll be some things that will be standard, obviously, but some things that will not be standard on our two policies. So we engage our customers. We like to understand you so that we can give you the best product for you.
All right, so we're talking about engagement. My audience, I'm very sure, would want to know how far this engagement happens in terms of your customer service. Because most of the time, a lot of the insurance advisors come to you with all the English and they give you the paper to fill out. Right. They're just interested in you signing. Okay, I want you to sign me on to this particular package. And when you sign on, there's no detailed explanation of what the clauses are. You see, so at the end of the day, when there's a need for a claim to be made, then you're reminded that when you signed clause B, clause C said something like this, and that's not how it was presented to you because it's presented on a platter of gold. Oh, it's perfect. This is how it is. So just do the insurance. Sign. You sign, and then you have issues. So what is the case with the customer understanding the process when it comes to Hollard Ghana? The audience would like to know.
Okay, so when it comes to Hollard, our agents, we call them sales executives or relationship managers, they're well trained not to do that.
Okay.
So they're trained as just as a broker or as an account manager. So they know the policies inside and out. We're always having engagements and trainings with them, refresher trainings or new product trainings, just so that we can avoid that. But I understand, these things happen. Sometimes there are slip-ups and things. So what we do is at the underwriting stage, if something is not clear, we will give the customer a call and we will talk to you.
Okay.
At claim stage even, we will again engage you and talk to you. A lot of times, questions will come back to the underwriting floor, and we try to apply what Ghanaians say, a human face,
Yeah.
because we understand that things happen. So we bend a little. I mean, we're a flexible organization.
That's what we want to hear. The
Exactly.
flexibility.
We're a flexible
so
organization.
Ghana
We're very flexible.
approaches issues fairly, and they're also very flexible.
Very, very flexible. And also, we encourage you to take away your policy document. And what we've done is, like this document that I'm holding, this is what your policy document will look like. So it's A4. The font size is big, is a font 12 or 14, so it's quite big.
Okay.
And it's in plain English, and we encourage you to take it home and read it. Read your policy so that you know exactly what is contained in it. Because when there's a claim and we've bended and we've done everything and we can't pay it all, we will quote a clause, like you said, from the policy document. So we've changed the font size, we've redesigned all our policy wordings, we've made the wordings very, very simple and bold so that you can read it, and we give it to you and we encourage you to read it. So these are some of the things that we've done differently.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Having to insure with Hollard obviously is going to be something that's going to be full of ease. So I want to believe you've taken down Araba's WhatsApp number so that you give her, a message. Just type your hi, and then she will get back to you. All right. I've also seen that Hollard is involved in some partnerships.
Yes.
I stepped into Melcom and I saw the beautiful purple color and everything. What actually happens there at Melcom?
Okay, so partnerships are in our DNA. It's core to us. It's my baby. We like partnerships. It's a strategic goal of ours. That is what our company is founded on, in all the 18 countries that you would go to. So we like to say that we like to partner with people and organizations that are, everywhere, and that helps us to be everywhere. So if you go onto our website, you'll see that we only have 5 branches, but we're everywhere. That's because we partner. So our most recent partnership, like you rightly said, is the Melcom one. We partnered with the retail giant to distribute both life and non-life policies to the to customers. So when you walk into Melcom, you can buy a life insurance policy such as an education policy or an investment plan for yourself or your family or your parents, etc. You can also buy non-life or general insurance products. So you can buy home insurance from Melcom. You can buy cell phone insurance from Melcom. You can buy motor insurance from Melcom. You can also buy a new product that we have created specifically for Melcom, which is the home appliance insurance. So if you buy an appliance from Melcom, you can take insurance on that appliance before you take it home, and it's only at Melcom. You can't buy this from anywhere. You can't buy it even from Hollard if you walked into any of our shops. And you can buy travel insurance as well from Melcom.
Wow, that's strategic.
Yes.
All right, to be taking another commercial break. When we return, we'll be opening the phone lines. Do stay tuned. And you're welcome back to the African Women's Voices Show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. And just recently, we had an award given out to 100 influential women across Africa. And interesting to know that we've got very wonderful women who actually made Ghana proud, and they will be popping up on your screen right now. We want to say a very big congratulations to them. We've got Anita Eskin, we've got Lucy Quist, we've got Patricia Obonai. We want to say a very, very big congratulations to all of you for making Ghana proud in the midst of so many women across Africa. Okay, so now we're going to be announcing the phone lines. I want to believe you had a question you would like to ask, so I'm going to be announcing it right now for you to give us that call. The number is 0555 657278. 0555 657278. So I need you to pull through that call and ask that question because Hollard Ghana is here and they'll be taking your questions. But if you're not able to get through, do not forget to check out Araba Hollard. Send her a hi and she would attend to you. And before we end the show, we're also going to give you a phone line that you could use to communicate with the corporate team concerning any need of yours. It was also announced that there's a partnership with Malcolm. So if you walk into Malcolm and you see the beautiful purple corner, it means you are in the right place to get your home appliances and other insurance packages, taken care of for you. All right, so there's something I also understand you do with mobile phones. I mean, is there something Hollard is not doing? Because you're just trying to reach everyone. You're reaching people on the ground with your partnership with Malcolm and other places, and you're reaching us digitally on WhatsApp, through Araba. And now with this mobile phone, what's going on? What do you do there?
Okay, so the mobile phone policy was, we created that policy to ensure smartphones that the average Ghanaian would have. So smartphones are everywhere. A lot of us have more than one phone actually. So I have like 2 or 3 phones.
Okay, I hear we've got a caller. Could you please hold on? Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Could you be audible a bit?
Come again?
Okay, we can't really hear you, so could you be audible a bit?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. We can hear you now. Where are you calling from and what's your name?
I'm calling from Medina. My name is Bright.
Bright, you're welcome. Please, your contribution or your question.
Okay, I wanted to find out, you asked a question that maybe when you give a policy and then you come back to do a claim and the claim, they will mention a clause in the claim. So I want to find out if you cannot read and then you sign an insurance policy, is there a possibility they will explain to someone who cannot read for the person to understand?
Okay.
So that he will be holding the document or she will be holding the document, but he doesn't know what the content is. Is there a possibility they will explain to the person for the person to get clear understanding to what he or she is signing to?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. She's going to take your answer right now. All right.
Yes. So certainly. So when you come into our offices or you engage your broker or holler to you sales executive and you let them know that you are not able to read, we will give you a policy document anyway because it's your entitlement. You have to have that. But we will explain the policy to you. We will explain to you what you're taking. Every policy has what it covers. It's clearly stated, and it also has what it doesn't cover. So we will walk you through the process. And I like this question because I want to use this question as the platform to advise people that when you come to take insurance, please don't be shy to let us know that you can't read the document. Because when we know that you can't read the document, that's when we can help you. So we will go the extra mile to take you through the document, give it to you anyway, and then encourage you to have a family member or a friend who is able to read, that someone that you trust, to again take you through the document that you have, because I mean you never know, right? We might fail to tell you something or we might not tell you something, but I mean not that we would. But when you have someone else take you through the policy, someone that you trust take you through the policy, it just goes to enforce or re-establish what we have told you, and you know that you are in trusted hands.
All right, so Bright, I hope the question is answered, because from what she's submitting here, she's saying that yes, if you cannot read, do not feel shy to say you can't read. They will explain it to you, and if you have someone you trust, come to the premises with that person. They explain to that person as well, so that you feel comfortable. Okay, so do not hesitate to make that call or to just move into the nearest Hollard insurance company that you find around you to begin the process of insuring your assets. And we want to say have a good luck as you go ahead with that. So, interestingly, I mean, it's time for us to leave.
Oh, no.
How fast time flies.
Okay.
But we would like to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors again and say that we really appreciate them for being part of what is going on here at the African Women's Voices Show. First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to Hollard Ghana for holding us down the entire month, you know. Oh, thank you so much. And Hollard Ghana is the country's favorite insurer.
Yes.
And Araba Hollard is on standby, waiting for you to send her that WhatsApp about your, your need when it comes to home insurance. We want to say a very big thank you to Chana Sheto, your #1 pepper sauce. We want to say a big thank you to Vortic. A big thank you to Awu's hair. I want to believe you're enjoying the look I'm having. And this is by kind courtesy of Awu's hair. Look for her on Instagram and you get to see variety of hair pieces that you're going to love. Awu, thank you so much for my hair. I'm really, really, really loving it. And our caterer #1, Albi Bites, has provided us with beautiful refreshments in terms of pastries, food, drinks, and what have you. She's there to always, support you with that refreshment need. So look for Albi Bites as well on Instagram and then put your order across. So we've got some presentations to make to you.
Oh, thank you.
Vortic is really appreciative of the information you've come to share here. So we've got some packages, from Vortic. We also have something for you from Chana Sheto. Enjoy Chana Sheto and tell other people that the pepper sauce is #1. I mean, it's really, really good. Albi Bite also has also given us something for you as well. And we want to say a very big thank you to you once again.
Thank you.
And we know that when we call on you, you will be coming right back here to talk to us more about insurance.
Absolutely, because we've got you covered. Definitely.
Thank you
we
so
love being
much.
Here.
All right.
Thank you.
So the contact number has been scrolling on your screen. If you want to get in touch with Hollard Ghana, please check out the contact number on your screen and give them a call, okay? So the repeat broadcast of this show is going to be on Saturday at 12 noon. If today is your first time, we usually have this program once a week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. The repeat broadcast is on Saturdays at 12. So see you next week. Bye-bye.